Hi everyone, these are my top 10 hits for niche collectors. Niche or niche, specialized collecting. This is stuff that I've learned over the years, and I'm just going to take you through it 1 to 10. Number 1, join an online community. What I mean by that, I'm just going to take Indiana Jones for an example. I went out and I joined an Indiana Jones Facebook group, and it's dedicated to Indiana Jones action figures, fans of Indiana Jones, and mostly 1/6 scale. So join the community, and just by joining a community like that, and you're able to read the posts and meet a lot of new people who have the same passion you do, but it's a wealth of knowledge, and guaranteed that there's 1,000 people in there, there's 20 of them in there that have thought about the same type of project that you want to do and probably have inroads to get some of that stuff done. Be it custom gear, custom figure, custom paint, custom head, basically anything that you could want, you'll be able to ask a question in a group like that and get an answer and point you in the right direction on where to go. So number 2, now that you're in these groups, ask a lot of questions. And don't be afraid, of stupid answers because poke and fun is all part of the game. But if you're looking for a particular object, let's just take, let's take Indiana Jones machete, right? And I'm looking to see, first thing you want to do is check out and see if it's been made. Ask the question, has this been made before? Does anybody know where to get one? And if it hasn't been made, then now this is where it gets fun. More on that later. Number 3, set alerts. What I mean by that is set alerts for Indiana Jones items on your eBay account, or you can check in Etsy and stuff like that. But other sales channels, you can find a lot of stuff that maybe people don't know about. eBay is in particular because stuff gets listed every day. I just do a search for 1/6 Indiana Jones every single day, whatever pops up. A lot of times stuff that pops up, I've never seen before. So, helps me with the collecting. Number 4, now that you're in all these groups, start to trade. Trading is the best way, in my opinion, to build relationships with the community. Obviously to save money, that's a good deal right now. A lot of times when you get into collecting stuff like this is not on the lower end. This is all high-end stuff. And trading really helps you to get the parts that you want. When you're trading, you might find somebody that's local to you. You might find local groups, local toy shops that have trade nights, stuff like that. But trading is always a really good thing to keep in your back pocket. Number 5, if you're in these trade groups and you learn about a project and you like that character, definitely start your collection if you haven't started yet. Definitely get in on that small batch run. A lot of times the artists that are doing these small batch runs will do, say, 40 sets, and typically you can make payments. On all the ones that I've been on, some of them require upfront payment, but get on these small batch sets because that type of product is super niche, super hard to find, and it can really help you grow making more than one figure. In my opinion, with the small batch sets, I always buy 2. Okay? 1 to use, 1 to have parts left over if I want to make another one. Number 6, if you can't find a particular part in the group or it hasn't been made before, you're going to do one of 2 things. Either DIY, do it yourself, or else commission somebody to do it for you. Typically in a lot of these groups, you have artists in there that specialize in, say, Indiana Jones or whoever you want. This formula is not just for Indiana Jones. This is for anything, any type of character that you'd want to go after. Be it pirates, or be it Vikings, or be it high-speed military guys. You have different groups that showcase those particular items. For example, this guy. I got 2 of these in a trade. One's brand new, one has been opened. And on these guys, these are older, and the saddles that come on them essentially flaked and they fall apart. And over time, if anything is PU or fake leather, then typically it cracks and starts to deteriorate. So I have just sent these off to an artist that I learned from in a group who does leather work, and we should be getting some leather saddles for these Tauntauns. So stay tuned for that. Number 7, something that I always do is I always buy multiples. So if I commission somebody to do something and say I need 1 of these for a project, typically I buy 3. Okay, I buy 1 to have, 1 extra, and then 1 for trade fodder. Okay, because these are small batch runs, these items become more valuable over time, and there's always somebody trying to make who's going to need that particular item. So always buy in multiples. That includes sets. So if I buy a small batch set, typically I buy 2. And that way I have some trade fodder, and whatever parts I like the best, I can keep from that set when building my next version of that figure. Number 8, set a realistic budget. I don't want you to get in trouble with the wife collecting really nice stuff like this, but oftentimes this can get expensive. So just work within your means and make sure that you don't overstretch yourself. Number 9, have patience. Collecting stuff like this, typically I want it now, but a lot of this stuff takes a long time because it's custom and because it's a one-off or because it's a small batch. And it can take years to actually collect everything that you need to make that perfect figure. So patience is definitely something that I recommend you try and have. Number 10, and this is important, I think, but whenever you do a small batch set or you order a small batch set, within that time frame, typically there's going to be another set that somebody else is doing that's going to be better or that's going to look different that you want as well. Typically, I recommend buying the sets as they progress and using the best parts out of each set that you like the best if you're making a particular character. The other thing is that you'll always want to be open to upgrading. So just because you have a completed figure doesn't mean that down the road, say a new jacket's not going to be made that's going to be even better. So it's never quite finished, always an upgrading process. If you like this video and you found these tips helpful, please let me know in the comments below. If there's anything that you'd like to add or see me talk about, please leave that in the comments below as well. If you like this video and you want to see more of them, make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for more exclusive and exciting content.